everyone, welcome to my channel, the best place for acne advice from a nutritionist. My name is Anne Laguide, and in today's video I will talk about the top 5 foods to avoid if you want to get a clearer skin. The last couple of years there has been more and more research coming out about the relationship between food and our general health. That's why if you are curious to know how I've been avoiding certain foods to realize a clearer skin, then this video is going to be perfect for you. Alright guys, my first tip for you is immediately a not so popular one. You really have to cut out chocolate out of your diet. I know. I already made an in-depth video about this, so you can watch that if you have time. Anyway, chocolate is really going to break you out when you have a skin that is sensitive to acne. It's also been researched that it's not the fat in it or the sugar or the milk, it's really the chocolate itself. Even when you take 100% chocolate, it's still going to give you more pimples if you're sensitive to it. If you watch my other video, I'm also going into why some people are still thinking that chocolate has nothing to do with acne. Now, moving up to the second food or food group or drink, because in this case it is milk. Milk has been a strong suspectant of giving us more pimples. Now, I want to talk with you about the correlation between acne and skim milk especially. Skim milk turns out to give us the most pimples, and it probably has to do with the estrogens in it. Now, you might have heard of estrogens and think of it as a female hormone, but that's not the case. Both men and women have estrogens. Also in men, the correlation between skim milk and acne has been found. Now, I know what you're thinking. Maybe it's the injected hormones and we can still drink organic milk? No, sorry. It has to do with the growth hormones in the milk. Well, it's logical if you think about it. The milk from a cow is meant for a baby cow, and in 1 year they grow to this massive big cow. It's not really meant for adult humans. So the growth factor in the milk is really a known cause for inflammation and acne. Now, the third food that we want to pay attention to is cheese. I am Dutch, and Dutchies are the biggest cheese lovers in the world. But to be honest, it is really not that healthy. It's made out of 70% of saturated fat. And also, of course, it's made out of milk. So all the previous points we talked about are still valid, but even worse because cheese is condensed milk. My personal tip for you is to use nutritional yeast instead of cheese. It has the same kind of salty flavor, but then with a lot of B vitamins. So it's really healthy for you, and that's what we want, right? The fourth food that we want to avoid is sugar. As you know, our genetics in the last 1,000 or even hundreds of years have not changed much. So we used to eat sugar in the form of fruit or a sugar cane. But when you eat a sugar cane, you also get the fiber with it and the nutrients, and that's completely easy for your body to absorb. But nowadays we use machines and a lot of mechanical processes really to extract only this sugar bit. But when you eat that, your body really doesn't know what to do with it. So what happens is that your insulin spikes, your insulin growth factor 1, also known as IGF-1, will rapidly go up, and that's really known to cause inflammation in our body, and so also acne. This is the same reason why fruit is okay to eat. There's also sugar in fruit, the natural fruit sugars, but this is really different than the refined sugars. Because of the same reason, it's really packed with the fiber and the nutrients, so that's easy for our body to absorb. So when you're really looking for something sweet, don't look for any refined sugars or so. It's really not helpful for your acne. Take a piece of fruit. And last but not least, of course, we don't want to eat fast food. Fast food contains a lot of saturated fat, which is known to increase inflammation. Also, often it contains fried foods or processed meats. Both are carcinogenics. That means they are proven to cause cancer. You might also notice that your skin gets really greasy after you ate food that's high in saturated fat. This is because your sebaceous glands are being stimulated by what you eat. And if you're unlucky and your skin clogs up frequently, this will soon happen when you eat fast food. Now, so far in this video, I've shared with you 5 foods to avoid if you want to have a clear skin, and that I've been working on myself to make my skin super healthy. I would like you to comment below and let me know if there's been anything that you have been doing to improve your skin. Now, while you guys wait for next week's video, I do want to let you know that I do more videos on acne and nutrition. So make sure to keep an eye on my channel. With that being said, have a great life and I'll see you in the next one.